What's going on, everyone? This is Star. Welcome to the channel. Are we loading? Then let's get it.
So you mean to tell me that if I marry or date a rich man, he gonna cheat on me because he rich and he has options? But if I date a poor man or a 9-to-5 nigga, then he gonna cheat on me because he's a visual creature? The internet?
I just got off the phone with the tax people, and they told me that they can't give me my money because you already claimed my kids on the taxes.
What are you talking about, Janine?
They told me that you claimed my kids as your dependents.
Yeah.
And that's why. What you mean, yeah?
I had to buy a watch and ring. And I need it for studio time.
No. Those are my kids. You can't claim them as your kids when they're my kids. You are just my boyfriend.
We are a couple, Janine. Those kids are my kids.
You can't claim my children as your dependents because they're my dependents. Matter of fact, you should be considered my dependent because I pay the bills, I feed you, I clothe you. You don't pay for nothing.
Please tell me this is a skit, because if not, bitch, what the fuck? One thing about black women, they have a lot of patience when it comes to men, but unfortunately, God did not grant me that patience. One thing I'll never understand about black men is that how are you more mad at black women than your father, who never gave a shit about you? He tossed you to the goddamn wolves. He didn't care if you fucking lived or died. You all need to stop ignoring the real issue. These men don't have the strength to hold their fathers accountable, because that's a pain they cannot bear. It's a whole lot of broken men out here. Am I lying? Some of your daddies walked away and took care of another woman and her kids. But see, something like that is too painful to explore, so what do? They go after the women. Anyways, let's talk about the viral video of the Somalian woman that got hit in the face with a brick. Go ahead and roll it.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, what are you gonna do? And I told all these men, like, yo, why this man got a brick on my face? And he's holding a brick and all these shit, and nobody does nothing.
It was some real heavy discussions about black men protecting black women on TikTok after this happened. Women were damn near in tears. Black women, stop looking to the black man to save you. He keep telling you he don't want to save you. It's strap season. Get the strap. Why would I beg men to protect me when I can go hit that gun range and have fun doing it? I can sit back and watch UFC. I can sit back and watch boxing. I can go hit the boxing gym. You have to make it fun. Black men talk about black women loving thugs and loving men that have been in prison, but some of you black men are getting bussed down by men fresh out of prison. See, that's the gotcha. Some of these men are angry because they can't really love who they want to love in public. Some of you men better watch it, because there's a lot of foods out here with estrogen. You better watch your intake. You better do your research, because there's too many men out here acting like chicks. But not only that, too many men love arguing and fighting with women. But the last thing they want to do is argue and fight with a man. They don't want a fair fight. They want an easy fight. Because, see, it's easy to pick on a woman. And that leads us to the next clip of two black men who hunt down their parents in their own home. Trigger warning. Go ahead and roll it.
They're on their way, ma'am, okay? Just down the phone with me. Are you in your room?
Yes, I am, but I don't know if they're going to find me.
What room are you in?
I'm in my top upstairs bedroom.
And the children are still in the garage?
Yes, they're trying to attack my husband. I don't know.
Do you hear what's going
They
on?
have a shotgun. We have a shotgun and a pistol in the house, and I can't find my pistol, so I'm assuming they've taken it, and they have his shotgun. So I don't know if they're going to plan on shooting him or not, but please hurry.
Okay. And you're unsure what weapons are at this time?
Yes, I'm sure. I just know he's in the garage. When he was able to distract them, I was able to get upstairs to the phone. The other phones, they've unplugged.
And why did they try? You said they attacked you guys while you were sleeping?
They just said, yes, I'm bleeding. They just, I don't know. They just, I don't know what's going on.
Say it again, ma'am. I can't hardly hear you.
I said, I don't know why they've done this. I really don't. I guess they assume they want the insurance money. I'm not sure.
Okay. And do you see your husband now, ma'am?
No, I don't. All I know is he's in the garage and he was screaming. He was trying to blow the horn just to get attention to hopefully our neighbors.
Okay.
But please hurry, please.
They're on their way, ma'am. I need you. Can you lock your door? Your bedroom door?
But they'll probably be able to get in.
Okay, but make sure you lock the door, okay?
Okay, I will.
And so the children woke you up while you were asleep?
I would try, yes. I heard them say that they put Xanax in our drinks.
How you know
that's why we were so sleepy. We didn't understand why we were so sleepy, but that's why.
How you know it was Xanax?
Because that's what they said after they started attacking us. That's what they said.
Okay.
Please hurry, please.
All right, they're on their way, okay?
Okay.
You would like for me to stay on the phone with you, ma'am?
Sure you can. Let me try and lock my bedroom door.
Yeah, I want you to lock your door, okay?
I just heard them say, where did Mom go? They headed upstairs now.
Hello?
The police are on their way. It's on their way.
Hello? Hello, Yvonne? Hello? Hello, Miss Yvonne? Hello?
Those two sons unalived their parents for the insurance money, and I believe the father was a former NFL player. That is so sad. Imagine raising two sons, and you're giving them everything. And what do you get in return? A shot in the face. Literally. So we out here unaliving our parents for insurance money now? Goddamn. You see, men don't want to talk about stories like this, but they must be addressed. Is this mental illness or crazy entitlement? We have to be real about the mental illness going on in our community. We can't just brush it under the rug. That's not going to make the problem go away. Just because a man comes from a two-parent household doesn't mean that he's automatically mentally stable, as we can see. There have been times when a man has asked me for my number and I'll let him know, hey, I'm involved with someone. And he'll just stand and stare at me for several seconds. When black men approach me, they automatically assume I'm a suburban chick. I mean, I am now, but was I before? No, and I keep it honest because you gonna look me up anyway. Being that I was in an all-black community, we were constantly trained on how to dress for an interview, how to act in an interview, and what to say. And then my parents had signed me up for Barbizon, which was hilarious because I'm 5'2", and it's like, what are you doing? At Barbizon, they teach you how to walk, they teach you how to dress for your body type, they teach you hair and makeup tips, they add some etiquette in there, they get you modeling deals around the city. It's really good exposure. Now, at the time, I didn't understand why my parents were spending that money for me to basically have etiquette classes, but guess what? It's worth it. Because once you become an adult, life is going to change. You're going to be working at corporations, you're going to be sitting in boardrooms, you're going to be dating men from different communities, you're going to be presented with so many opportunities, and you want to be ready for that. Did once upon a time I live in the hood? Absolutely, but I didn't allow it to define who I am. I knew as a child that my life was going to change at some point, and as soon as I graduated from high school, my life started changing rapidly. Anyways, let's move on to the last topic of the night, and that's Brother POLIGHT. He got 7 years in prison, as he should. I remember the details of that case, and it was beyond sickening. He took a 14-year-old to a hotel, slow danced with her, fed her liquor, popped something in a drink. She blacks out. She's laid out on the bed. He violates her and then makes her throw up. I guess he had to make her cough up the evidence, and what was that, semen and drugs? When Brother Polite took that girl back home to her mother, she was covered in bruises, her mouth was busted up, whatever that means, and she was shaking uncontrollably. And you know what Brother Polite said? "Oh, don't tell anybody, you're gonna ruin my career." Excuse my language in advance, but bitch, fuck your career. Brother Polite is nothing but a pimp in a pulpit. That's it. And you got his followers saying, "Oh, even if he did it, I'm still riding with him." These are the same men that think 8, 9, 10, 11-year-olds are women. These same men are the men that will sell their daughters into sex trafficking. Hell, sell their daughters to their homeboy that got a little bit of money. It's a wicked game out here. You better wake up. It's the same game with different players. When I was 15 years old, the men in the community that were 35 plus were watching me closely. They would say, "Oh, your 16th birthday's coming up." I mean, they were so excited that I was turning 16. Me and my friends. These men would approach me and my friends and say, "Oh, you guys are getting really attractive." Grown-ass men that were married with children. If you're a woman listening to this right now, I know you've been through the same thing. Hell, you probably got approached by men at 8, 9 years old. If you're a man listening to this, you better go check on your daughter, because somebody's watching her, whether you want to believe it or not. That man might live on the block. He might live in the apartment building. Hell, he might be at the church, but somebody's watching your daughter. Or your daughters. You better make sure a man's not sending her messages. You better make sure he's not trying to offer her money for sex. Because this game is wicked out here. And now Polite is trying to convince everybody that the charges have been dropped. Sir, the sentencing is on tape. This isn't a congregation full of fools out here. We see who you are. People have turned their backs on Brother Polite's behavior for years. They knew what he was doing. And now some of them are pretending to be concerned. It's too late. The damage has been done now. It's no do-overs. So which one of y'all gonna go to prison next and sit next to Polite? Because he's not the only one that has a fetish for little girls. It's a sick, twisted fantasy, and these men are willing to go to prison for it. Polite has been sentenced to 7 years, and all I can say is, don't drop the soap. I'm Star. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. Good night.